Hey guys, hope everything's fine, and today I'm going to be doing a picture of Peggy's cove. So what I'm going to do today is a color script. So I'm going to take the piece of paper I have and draw a line down the center of it using a ruler and a pencil so that it's evenly split in half. And I'm going to be drawing on the right side of this card because when it's closed up, that's going to be the face on top. I'm going to start off by putting paint straight on the canvas in a gradient of dark blue, Mediterranean blue, light pink, and bright yellow. I'm going to use a thick paintbrush swiping from left to right across the sky, which I now have, and I can create a sort of smooth pattern so that later I can use it to draw over it. I used a similar color scheme when I was doing the water, which was dark blue, Mediterranean blue, white, and pink to make this sort of pink highlights on the water. And I did this using very light, quick brush strokes, so I could make these sort of wave-like patterns. So the water appeared a little bit wavy, but mostly calm. Then I use a circular brush to make these dabbing motions of the clouds across the sky. And I started off using lighter colors like white and pink, and then graduating to a darker, purplish pink, and finally ending at a light gray and gray mixture. I made the clouds go off on this sort of angle, so it was sort of starting in the bottom right corner of the sky and then kind of sweeping upwards more, which kind of made it look like a more windy day. For the rocks, I used the color spade to sort of make the general outline of it. And then I used a lighter beige to make the highlights and dark brown to make the lowlights. So the lowlights are interesting because they're mostly near the water. So there's a sort of contrast between the light at the top, which is where the sun is, and then the darkness, which is near the water. An interesting fact is that the dark area is actually where tourists of this destination are not allowed to go, or told not to go, because that is where the water will generally reach up to during high tide. I made some dark brown patterns or lines to simulate sort of cracks or crevices in the rocks. I used light gray and white to make the three different faces of the lighthouse that I'm also drawing on the far rock. I used the thinner paintbrush to make it more clear and precise where I was going with the paint. So I mixed the white and the gray a little bit so that left side has the sort of darker gray outline. The middle front face, so the one we're referencing best here, is a light gray. So the light gray and the white go together. And the right face, which is the one mostly facing the sun, is pure white. I painted the top part of the lighthouse with red, and then made a sort of yellow light bulb in the middle. And then I used the same yellow, so the bright yellow that I was using this entire video, to make these lines away from the light to simulate sort of the light streaks in the sky. Since I have thicker paper, I used the knife to make an incision along the gray pencil line that I had marked out at the beginning of the video to make this into a card. So this is my final product, and well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and see you in the next one.